Hi everyone, my name's Kelly and welcome to my channel, Be You. So tonight I'm going to talk about channeling, pretty much probably go through some of my experiences that I've had with channeling, um, and kind of give you like a basic of if you're interested in channeling your guides or anybody else. Kind of give you basic rules of what I do. Basically, anytime you want to start doing channeling sessions, one thing you have to be aware of um, is where's your mind at when you're doing a channel. So, spirits and other beings are here to help us. I strongly believe that we do not see. We just have to have faith and belief that they're there. Um, but sometimes it's really hard to hear them or sense them when you're having a real rough time. So, the more clear your mind is, the better a channel would work. Um, I can't recall the very first channel that I did. It's not really coming to mind. Um, I would probably say it was probably channeling either my ancestors or a guide. Um, One of the reasons why I know one coming up in my mind, one situation was I was living at my house and I always felt that there were so many people there, but at that time I wasn't willing to come to terms that I was a medium because the way I saw it, if you just don't acknowledge it, it's not really there. But the feeling never went away that there was clearly people in that house, and that house is really old. So all houses and people have history, and all land. So there's not one house. Even if you just went and like just built a house, you're still on that land that's been around for a very long time. One thing that I can definitely say has happened is anytime you do construction on a old house, you will kind of activate and awaken any spirits that are in limbo that's attached to the property or to that house. And a lot of people will have more activity start to pick up. And that's the reason why. There's a lot of spirits that can stay in a house and they're just dormant. Basically, they don't interact. Most of them don't realize they're dead or that they're even there until something happens to the structure of the house. And then that's when they will wake and you'll start having activity. Now, activity is based on your fear level. The more fear that you are, the more activity it is. And the reason for that is because they're linking into your energy and they're basically draining you. So, clear sign that if there is a spirit in your house that has not crossed over, if you get extremely tired, I mean, like every day, you're just feeling so exhausted, and it seems like it's only at your house you're feeling like you're being drained, that's a clear sign that there's definitely at least one spirit that's there that has not crossed over, that is linking into your energy and draining. There's always things that you can do to help with that. There's crystals. Black Obsidian came very strong a minute ago in my mind. But just know that if it is your path and your journey to be aware of this or be a witness of this, then the crystals aren't going to actually help. Just like guides, if you have to go through this because you basically wrote your own story, so it's going to give you more clarity, or it's going to basically help you get to your highest good, then it's going to happen. These lives that we are living, it's not all roses all the time. It's not all fun, because if it was, we would not have chose to come and like do this. At least this is what I believe, and you can believe whatever you need to. I'm not here to make anyone a believer or not believer. I'm just stating how I see it and how I feel about it. But back to the story about my house. So I remember one night I channeled my ancestors. I literally did a whole circle, and circles are good. Getting into any type of channeling your mindset basically to channel through. So I channel through Native Americans, and that's when they talked to me about being the medium. And excuse me, they wanted to know why I was so why was I ignoring the people behind me? And basically, the medium was part of my life, that it's been part of my family, and it's been passed down from a lot of different generations. It is a gift, not a curse. Most people look at mediumship as a curse. I was there for many years until I started to actually help not only the living, but also the spirits that were stuck. So when I did that, that's when I realized that yeah, it's a blessing, not a curse. So after that session with my ancestors, and that's when I actually allowed them to the spirits that were in my house, basically come talk, uh, and they just wanted the light. They just needed help. And 90% of the time, that's what it is. They're not there to scare you. They're not there to get inside your head or your home. Most of the time, they're just there presenting themselves because they need help. So, with that being said, let's say that you want to start channeling. It's something that you feel passionate about, but also you're a little bit scared and nervous. Um, by all means, if you are going to choose to start doing channeling, which I believe a lot of people get channeled without them realizing that they're actually being channeled, um, just because I've seen it happen. And that's because of my gift. The more that I am tuned to being a medium, the more that I help people. And I'm called a dream medium. And what that is basically is that people will come to me in my dream state that are crossed, that needs help, or that isn't crossed yet, but almost. They're getting close to their end, and they're really scared about dying or about the next step after it. So that's what my ancestors told me that night that I channeled them, was that we are called dream mediums. And a lot of times, which actually made a lot of sense, because most of my family, we have a hard time with sleeping. And there was times where I've had these very vivid, very violent dreams that I'd rather stay up all night until I'm so exhausted that I have no choice but to pass out. So, yeah. So, not dealing with a part of you can definitely cause your body to go through some not great times. So now, because I am a medium and I do channel and I do a lot of metaphysics, I now no longer have that. It doesn't scare me, my dreams anymore. I now understand what's going on. And you have to realize, let's go ahead and just talk about, let's say you have a spirit in your house, right? And you know this because there's just something there. You keep staring at a wall or you keep staring at a mirror and you just get this feeling of like there's someone definitely there. With that being said, one thing that you can do is you can talk to them. If you get your mind clear and you just close your eyes and even, maybe perhaps grab a crystal or light a candle and just be like, why are you here? What is it that you need to help me with? Because it's always two-way street. It's never one-sided. So it's not like they're just here just because, they just got attracted to you. Now, if you have, they're on different vibrating levels. So let's say that you have been very depressed lately. You're more likely to pick up a spirit outside your home and then bring that spirit back than you are if you're more on a high vibration. So what that means is, like, if you're more happy and go lucky, the likeliness of those spirits that are stuck being able to attach to you is very unlikely because they can't really see you. And you have to always remember that there are guides all around you. All of us have guardian angels. All of us have so many different guides to help us and keep us safe. So you are truly safe in every way. So if you are thinking about channeling, then the very first question you should ask yourself is, why do you feel so drawn to channel? Who are you wanting to channel? Because there's so many different things. So when you're channeling, you want to make sure that you are pronouncing, like, let's just, for example, say you want to talk to the angels, right? You want to channel through the angels. So you want to sit there, open up your mind, and you want to focus on the angels. And then instantly you will feel, or maybe you might not feel anything, but some people will feel the presence of them. And with me, it's always like, in this human body, I feel weight. But when I focus on angels, I feel very, like, no weight. I have no weight attached to me at all. At peace, basically. So what I'll do is I'll just go ahead and I'll just channel the angel, right? So I always close my eyes just so it takes the focus off everything and it keeps me more in tune and it relaxes me faster. But again, like I said, you have to know what works for you and the reasons why you're doing the channel. So I never speak to, like, a angel. I never channel a Pacific angel. I've always just said the angels, and instantly I can feel it because it just makes me smile. Like, I can feel them around. So, but for all sake, there's certain angels that everybody knows. So, Raphael's coming. That's what's coming to mind. So I'm just going to focus on the Archangel Raphael. And I always do it 3 times because there is something with the number 3. So then I just go Raphael, Raphael, Raphael. And instantly what I just noticed when he came through is the last, like, the breath I took. He doesn't need breath. So I was more like hearing, like, my breathing, and then when he came in, I heard nothing. Now, on this particular channel that I'm doing, there's different ways you can do it. One, you can still be the one, like, driving your vessel, this human body, and Raphael's just now part of it, which is in your mind and basically throughout the body. And you can interact back and forth, like you can ask a question and then let him answer. Or you can fully allow them to channel fully through you. So again, it's whatever you feel comfortable, but if you are beginning to channel, I would definitely do this where you feel like you have control. That way you don't freak out at all. And it's okay if you freak out. All that means is they will just exit your vessel and no worries because they're just truly unconditional love beings. So let me see. All right, so I'll ask Raphael. What message do you want to give to the viewers of my channel today? And now he's going to actually respond. So this will be Raphael. I would say there's definitely a lot of frustration going on and a lot of people feeling very angry. Now, most of you that know me, Raphael, I always come with the color green. At least in the books, that's what they say. But I am definitely associated with the hearts, but I'm more associated with the higher heart of everyone. I would say most of the time, humans contact us angels only when they're near death or when they feel like they have used all their other options and they are stuck. But we are here 24/7, that's what you guys would say, eh? Anytime that you need us, not just when you get to the point of that you're breaking. There's so many angels that are around everyone to help them and guide them and send them love. Now, yes, most of the time it's through the darkest times is when you will feel us. But even when you're the happiest, you can still in tune to us and feel us. We do not leave. We are around everyone. But I definitely would say I see a lot of red, which means anger, frustration over the littlest things in life. For example, traffic. I Humans get so upset with traffic that it doesn't actually make any sense. So let's say that you have somewhere you need to be. So then you're stuck in traffic and you're going to be late. And then you just spiral out of control. What is the purpose of that action? Did it do anything? Did it help you get to your location sooner? I would say no, because you're focusing on not getting to the location. So it would be the opposite. It would actually make you get there even later than expected. You have to realize what you focus on, you will bring into your universe. Sorry. So you have to know, what are you focusing on? And that's the problem right there with a lot of humans, is that half of you have no clue what you're focusing on. You guys will be like, oh, I'm focusing on making more money or getting a new car. But really, what you focus on is the complete opposite. It's like not having enough money. So that's what you focus on. So again, that's what you're welcoming into your environment. Or the other one is a new car. Well, you're focusing on everything happening to your old car, or how much money you put into it, or how it's just a piece of junk. Excuse me. So, with that being said, you have to really know what you are focusing on. And if you are focusing on not the good stuff, then you're going to continue to get more of the good stuff. Or, sorry, not good stuff. That's what you would say. We strongly believe, angels, is that everything is the good stuff. You just have to open your eyes to see it that way. That everything that you go through gives you and leads you onto a new path. You have thousands of possibilities every day. Isn't that exciting to know? At one moment in time, you can have 1,000 futures with that 1 second. That's how much that you can create whatever life that you want to create if you choose to. But you cannot be victims. You cannot play the victim card. And you cannot be in this basically self-destruction, self-hate, because that is what you're pushing out into your heart, is hate and destruction. And that's what everyone else will pick up on and sense. And even react to it. Okay, so back to me, Kelly. Yeah. So, did you notice how many times there was yawning? Now, if you stop the thought, oh, okay, this must not be good because there's yawning happening. When you're channeling angels, you're probably going to yawn because of how high of an energy vibration they are on. It's definitely different, but it's not any draining at all. It's more like basically he was taking things out of my body that no longer serve me as he was talking, because angels do multitasking. So I'm going to thank him for coming through and channeling. Thank you, Raphael. And thank you for your wonderful messages. You're welcome. And since I have not channeled Jasomar in quite some time, I'm actually going to go ahead, and now this is going to be the other channeling. This is going to be the full on, why I allow her to just come on through and then say whatever. So the interesting thing, like I said, when you go live, you don't actually have a script at all. You're just kind of, you're going with it. And if you're wanting to work on your intuition or expanding your third eye, anything like that, when you do stuff that's unscripted, that is the best way to get there really fast, because you can't make up anything. You can't make up stories. You literally have no clue. You just have to walk it. It sounds scary, but it's actually quite enjoyable. It just makes me more in tune to my abilities. All right. Jasomar. 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 Hello, everyone. It has been quite some time since I've gotten to talk to you guys. So I thought Raphael pretty much said it in a nutshell, is what you guys would say. The whole anger seems to be taking over, stressing out about the little things. But again, this is something that's always been human. And that's the greatest thing about humans, is that no matter what, you're going to have your ups and you're going to have your downs. That's what you say it. But we know what the downs are. That's when you move. That's when you shift. That's when you become more of your soul than you were before that happened. So everything happens exactly according to plan in everybody's life. Whether you believe that or not, that's up to you. But I did like his message, that there is a lot of red going on right now. And basically, When that happens, let's say you get really angry and you're just really frustrated over something you know it's simple and you know it's small. Um, but in that moment, you can't seem to control that. So, what can I offer you that you can take with you? Some kind of advice where it's going to help you. So, breathing is always a good thing to do. Most of the time, when you're angry or upset, that doesn't, you're not really breathing. So, kind of focus on your breathing. When you're starting to get real upset, notice if you're not breathing or if you're holding your breath a lot and then releasing it all at once. Anything that you can focus on will change your thought pattern in that moment. So you're really frustrated, you're stuck in traffic, you're going to be late. Let's say you're going to be late to work, right? So you're going to be late to work. Then what goes through your mind? Oh, I should have left early. I knew this was going to happen. Why don't I give myself more time? See, and that's the self-destruct that Raphael was talking about. How you're just beating yourself up and you're blaming yourself. Again, where does that get you? Nowhere. Actually, where it gets you is you feeling more and more frustrated and more upset. So just listen to the words. So I will do an exercise with you where I'm just going to say, going to feel out these words. Okay, I'm stuck in traffic. I'm probably going to be 15 minutes late from work. That's my fault. Or to work, sorry. That's my fault because I should have left earlier. I knew that this was going to happen. Well, how did you know it was going to happen? I just had a feeling that I was going to get stuck in traffic. Like, oh, those feelings are your guides communicating to you, letting you know, hey, something is happening that's going to change how long it's going to take you to get to work. That's what those feelings are, is your guides, or it could be loved ones that have departed and on the other side. So anyways, back to the story. So 15 minutes, I'm going to be 15 minutes late. Oh, my boss is not going to like that. Oh, I'm not going to be able to stop and get gas, and I wanted to get gas. Now I have to do it on my way home. Then that means that's going to push me back from being late on the way back home to go pick up the kids. And you see how this pattern, how this one thing that was just small, which is this day, you're going to be late to work. And that's literally what it is. This one day, you're going to be late. But your mind plays it as a whole huge day of like constantly everything that could go wrong will go wrong. And normally you even say that, well, yeah, this is going to be a very not good day. So watch it be a very not good day, because you control your actions and you control your mind, and you also control of what kind of life you're going to have. And when you make those statements, you're basically already saying that you're not going to have a good day. So everything that can go wrong will go wrong because you're looking for everything to go wrong. You're not looking at all the good things that happen that day. You're looking at like, this is going to be miserable, and then you're going to add to why this was a bad day. Well, started off, got to work late. Then I spilled my coffee on my shirt. I didn't have time to get gas, so now I have to get gas. And then watch how work works out too, where things will happen at your job and you're like, oh, like, well, it's just one of these days. So all in all, the best thing you can do is start to learn when you're going off, when your mind is going off on a spiral down, and then start from there. So I'm not going to talk long because she did channel Raphael, and she just wanted to do this more of like an exercise, and just kind of letting you guys know how to do it if you want to. So I just wanted to come through to say hi to everyone. And it's okay to have not good days. But just remember, it's just a day. That's it. And I think that's a good way to end this session here. Yes, 30 minutes. Yeah, we're going to say that that will be a good day, good time to end because it's getting dark out. So the cameras be dark. All right. So just remember, next time you're having a not so good day, just kind of stop and think about it and go, I bet you I can change this. All right. So with that, I'm going to channel. No, I'm just going to actually just go ahead and stay here and then just go ahead and end this video. All right. So if you like these videos, well, you know my channel, you know my page, her channel. And you know how to reach out if you're wanting to reach out to discuss anything more in detail. Everyone have a good night. Bye.